Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to do class 8, chapter number 5 from NCERT book Coal and Petroleum. But here in this Bharti Vaman book, it is given in chapter number 15 as natural resources, and in NCERT book it is given as the same chapter is given in chapter number 5 as coal and petroleum. So what are natural resources? So natural resources are those things that we get from nature. Things given by nature are called natural resources. For example, we get from the nature the sunlight, air, water, soil, minerals, animals, and plants. So, all these are natural resources. Now, whether these resources will last forever or they will get replenished or they will finish earlier fast, so on the basis of that, whether these resources can be used again and again or not, and whether they will last for long time or they will be over soon, or whether they can be renewed or not, on the basis of that the natural resources has been classified into two categories: renewable and non-renewable resources. So now the question is, what are renewable resources? So renewable resources are those resources that are not likely to get exhausted because they are renewed continuously in nature, by nature itself, and the human activities will not be able to finish them, very fast. For example, water, air, animals, and plants, these are renewable resources. Then what are non-renewable resources? Non-renewable resources are those resources that are likely to get exhausted. These resources are limited in amount. If they are in large amount, then they take much time in being prepared. It takes millions and trillions of years in their formation. Example of non-renewable resources are minerals, fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. And if we use them too fast, because nature cannot renew them, then we will have deficiency of these. We may get run out of it. That means a time will come when we will not be able to have this. So we have to be careful enough to use the resources in a proper way. Now we will consider one example of renewable and non-renewable resources in this chapter. Forest. First we will see about the forest. In your earlier classes, you have studied about the role of forests in maintaining environmental ways and the ways in which they are helpful to us. All of you know that these forests are of great importance to us. These forests, they protect the soil, they control flood, drought, help in maintaining the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. They help in maintaining the global temperature. They help in maintaining and having proper rainfall. These forests they provide timber, gum, resins, latex, medicine and many more things. These forests they are helpful to the tribals and other villagers because they earn their livelihood. These forests are means of livelihood for those people who live near them. And last but not the least, these forests are dwelling place. They are the natural habitat of innumerable organisms. Such number of organisms that we cannot count them. Our next topic is deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down of trees. When we cut trees, when we clear the trees for land, that is called deforestation. The forests are affected mostly in a worse way in the tropical forest areas of South America, Asia and Africa. Some European countries, West European countries like and China, some West European countries and China, they have managed to reverse the trend and increase the area under forest by having afforestation on a large scale. Our country, India, is also trying to decrease the rate of deforestation, and it has tried its best to have more and more plantations or man-made forests that help in decreasing the deforestation rate. Now let us look at the causes of deforestation. The natural causes for destruction of forests are, that means nature also causes destruction of forests. So the causes, natural causes of destruction of forests are droughts, floods, storms and forest fire. And these are caused even by human activities. For example, a major cause of flood which harm forest in the Himalayan region is the deforestation. Pests also cause damage to the forest. In 1997 to 98, 5 lakh sal trees were cut down in Madhya Pradesh because of the attack of wood borers. Now in the next page we will see the major human activities that causes deforestation. Number 1, extraction of timber. That means in order to get wood, commercial logging for timber is one of the major reasons of deforestation. We use the wood for many things such as building houses, making furnitures, craters, casts and so on. And this demand for this timber is increasing day by day because of the increase in population and the change in the lifestyle of human being. Instead of being cut by human being, nowadays Commercial logging or cutting down trees is done with electricity powered machines. That means those machines that work with the help of electricity or work by burning petrol or diesel, they are nowadays used in cutting down trees, clearing the forest. Because there is much demand of wood because of the increase in population. So increasing population require more and more wood for various purposes. And one thing more here we should understand that for every cubic meter of timber extracted, about double that quantity is destroyed. Suppose there is a requirement of 1 meter cube of timber, then to get 1 cubic meter of timber or 1 meter cube timber, 2 meter cube timber is cut, because in freshening them, in making them as per the requirement of the designs, of the size and so on, much amount of timber is wasted. And not only the timber trees, around when the forest is cleared, the non-timber trees and plants are also destroyed. And the process of making roads and other facilities needed for commercial logging also destroys trees. Suppose there is a demand of NH road or highway or four lane road or bypass, then what is being done? Forest areas are cleared. Cities are not touched, cities are not spoiled, they are not disturbed. It is always tried to go away from the dwelling place, city areas, from the sideways. And in the sideways what we have forest, etc. And those forests and trees, they are cut down on large scale to make roads and other facilities. And beside roads, forests encourage hunters, poachers and settlers to damage the forest further. Because these hunters, poachers and settlers, they also get benefit from the forest by cutting down the tree, by cutting down the timber and selling them. And because of these human activities, what is happening? A large area of green belt, a large area of green forest, a dense forest, a huge forest is cut down and cleared, and the beauty of the nature is destroyed. The balance of the nature is disturbed. Next we have second reason of deforestation is production of paper. All of us, we are studying, either we students or whoever have become teachers or whoever are educated people, they have studied, they have surely written on pieces of paper, on copies, they have studied books. So these books, copies, notebooks, they are made up of paper. So there is need of production of paper. And when the population is increasing, more and more birth of the child is taking place, and each one is to be educated. Large number of children are educated, then for increase in the number of children, There is demand of increased number of books and copies. For that, trees has to be cut down to make paper. About 40% of the wood used in the world every year goes into making paper. See here, about 40% of the wood used in the world every year goes on into making paper. And all these come from plantations developed especially for the extraction of wood. However, logging for pulp used to produce paper does not cause large-scale destruction of forest in many Asian countries, Canada and Alaska. So there is a demand, there is a need in the present era that we should reduce the consumption of paper. When our consumption of paper will be reduced, cutting down of trees will be reduced. So how we students and teachers and educated peoples can help? In this way we can help. When we pass and go to the next class, our old books we should not dump them as a garbage. Either we should sell them at the shops which resell the old books, or we should ourselves try to find out those students who is coming to your class which you have passed out. You can sell them in half price or you can give them in free of cost, because the demand of the book will decrease. As students, children, what they do, they tear so many pages unnecessarily. We teachers, parents and elder people also see many students tearing paper and throwing in dustbin unnecessarily, writing one or two lines, leaving most of the pages empty. In exam time also taking so many unnecessary pages. We should try our best to make less use of paper. That means we should try to make less use of new paper. We can make use of old paper. We should try not to waste the spaces on the paper. Everywhere we must try to write. If we have passed and gone to the other class and our previous class one copies, some pages are empty, we should not sell those empty paged one copies to the kabadi walas. We should make use of those copies for doing rough work, for practicing maths, or for even you can use for as exercise copy in the new class, no problem. You can take permission of your teacher. Teachers will always allow you that you can use the old copies if there is enough pages in them, or you can use them at your home to learn and write the answers, do your tuition work or your revision work in those copies. So when we will do like this, each and every student will try to do like this, and each and every teacher will support in them, the parents will support them, cooperate them, then I hope cutting down of trees will definitely decrease. See here it is given that cutting down on wasteful consumption of papers could help save trees. According to one estimate, more than 15 million tons of wood is thrown away each year worldwide in the form of disposable diapers. See, 15 million tons of wood is thrown away. Very sad, very worrying one, terrifying news, terrifying data it is. And 8% of the paper used in the industrialized countries goes into making tissue and towels which are thrown away after one use. If we are really concerned about saving trees, perhaps we should go back to the era of cloth diapers and handkerchiefs. Next, we have another way to save trees is to make recycled paper. Yes, of course, we can make use. You must have read anywhere or you must have heard people saying that Gandhiji used to write on the back of used postcards. See, at that time, Gandhiji was aware of this. He was such a great thinker that he was concerned about the trees. Gandhiji's this method gave us an idea that we can make use of used papers. Use waste paper to make a new paper. Many countries are making an effort to do this. Only some, like Germany and the Netherlands, have succeeded in recovering enough waste paper to really make a difference. In India, only 18% of the waste paper is recovered, and this accounts for only 30% of the raw materials used for making paper. An almost equal fraction of raw materials come from the crop residue, and the rest is accounted for the fresh wood bamboo. The next reason for cutting down of trees is the fuel wood. Wood is still being used as a source of energy in most of the rural areas. In most of the poor countries, or even in our country, in most of the remote areas, in remote villages where there is no other means of fuel, people use wood for deriving energy for domestic purposes. In India, 95% of the people are living in villages and they depend on wood and cattle dung for their energy needs. Although the collection of fuel wood does not usually cause destruction of dense forests, because these farmers, they even collect the twigs, fallen leaves, flowers and broken parts of the plants and trees, collect them and they make use of them for cooking food. So they don't always cut down trees. So collection of fuel wood does not usually cause destruction of dense forest. Wood and charcoal, which are produced by heating wood in the absence of air, are used for industrial purposes in some countries. In Brazil, the steel industry depends heavily on charcoal. So, wood being used as a fuel is also one of the cause of destruction of forest. Next, we have other reasons. The conversion of forests into cropland and pastures is another reason for destruction of forest. Shifting cultivation, it is also one of the cause of deforestation. What is shifting cultivation? Shifting cultivation is a traditional agricultural practice in which the clearing of a part of a forest is done by cutting down and burning the vegetation and growing crops on the cleared land, and then moving on to another part of the forest when the soil gets exhausted. Try to understand what is shifting agriculture cultivation. Shifting cultivation means clearing a part of a forest, cutting down the trees there and burning the vegetation, and then when that part is cleared, then what is happening? Crops are grown on that cleared land. And when the soil of that land gets exhausted after cultivation for 2-3 years, then they shift to another land, that again another part of the forest, another area like this is done. and this is called shifting cultivation. That means the process of cultivation is shifted from one part to another part. And because when shifting has to be done, then the forests are cut down, trees are cut down, and they are burned, the vegetation is burned. So this is also one of the cause of destruction of forest. Earlier people would follow this practice in harmony with nature. They would leave the exhausted soil fallow for 20-25 years. This way the vegetation would grow back and the fertility of the soil would be restored. But with the growth of the population, people are returning to the original piece of land much earlier. Much earlier the people are returning because of the growing population. And when they are clearing the forest, then for having more amount of growth, more amount of production of crops, they are clearing larger and larger parts of the forest. Big parts of forest are being cleared. And because of this, large scale destruction of the forest is done in northeastern part of India and also in different parts of the world. For example, in South America and Central America. In countries like Brazil and Venezuela, large area of forests have been converted into grazing grounds for cattle in order to export meat to Europe and North America. And all these are destroying the natural forest. Sometimes development projects are being carried out, dams, roads, railways, etc. No? And when these has to be constructed, then the large part of the forest is being cleared. And this is also one of the cause of forest destruction. Or we can say these are also some of the causes of deforestation. I hope you all have understood till here. To the next part of the chapter, we will see in another video. Wish you all the best. Thank you.